Faith will make you continue even when you are surrounded by fire. I grew up in that environment and also very like a Christian family where God and faith has always been put forward. And I pitched my project. I received so many no's. Like, no, we can't invest, we can't put money in your thing. And I was like, why? And I'm like, no. I have something to do. I will do it. And I will show myself that I can do it. And I will show them that I can do it. So they all believed in me.
Yeah.
So my brother, so they all put money inside. We don't have money today, but we know we're going to get money tomorrow. So here I am with my big project, my big dream, that everything is possible, no matter where you're coming from, no matter the color of your skin, or no matter where you're going.
Falone, welcome to the Gold Circle podcast.
Hello, thank you
How
for
are
having me.
How are you?
I'm great.
Oh, I'm so happy that we could do this because you left Paris to come. Yeah, Paris, France,
Yes.
to come to Ghana
Yeah.
and to just set up, like you had this food truck where you were making crepes, those thin, they're not pancakes. I cannot say pancakes, huh?
Yes.
Thin, but people don't
Yes,
know.
that's fine. You
so
can
I have
say
to say
it.
thin pancakes,
Exactly.
but they are crepes. And then now you went from food truck to having a store in ANC Mall, like one of the biggest malls here in Accra. But a lot has happened before you got to this success and a lot of challenges. And we're going to talk about all of that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So, well, first of all, who is Falone? Like, who are you? How did you grow up? What is your educational background? Tell us a bit about you.
So Falone, he's a young woman born and raised in Paris, in France, the suburbs of Paris, and I from Congolese family background, and all my life has been from being just French. So for me, we all grew up with like other people that are coming from different countries, like their background, like from Algeria, Morocco, Mali, Senegal, Ivory, Cote d'Ivoire, and for us, we're just French. So I was just French. I didn't know really that much about Congo. I've never been to Africa before, and it's really at the age of like 12, 13 when I went into boarding school where it was predominantly white that they say, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, oh, actually, so I'm not just French, so I'm something else. And that something else is being from Africa, having in my house also like speaking other languages, listening to music from other languages like Lingala, etc. And now that's when I started to really embrace who I am. And then from that, I really put like being linked to Africa and to my roots as like a mission. And you could see that from everything that I've done. So I I went to business school in France, then to the UK, and it was really international business management, a master, because I was interested about like how to navigate between different countries and different culture, but still having an impact by doing business. So I think all of that shaped me and shaped who I am today, which is that woman from like Franco African, but really like international and English, Anglophone and the Francophone side, and like business, but business to make impact. So yeah, that's who I am, I guess.
Beautiful. And like your household, how did you grow? You have
Yeah.
siblings and
Yes, I'm the firstborn of 6.
wow.
I'm the firstborn of 6. I always say I'm a firstborn, but actually I grew up with some big brothers because my house I've always been full. So my parents, they separated very early. So these are my stepbrother, but we don't say step in our household. So we grew up as like one family on my dad's side, one family on my mom's side, but we are all one family. So even right now, I'm hosting my sister and my niece, but my niece is from my dad's side, and my sister is from my mom's side. But because we are all just one, my parents are
Thought
such
they were
a
sisters,
Yeah.
like really like blood sisters. But that's the
Exactly.
feeling. That's beautiful.
Exactly. So
Wow.
that's the way I grew up, as like very, very family oriented and very, I have a mission to show my little brother, my little sister, my nieces, my nephews that everything is possible, no matter where you're coming from, no matter the color of your skin, or no matter where you're going. So yeah, I grew up in that environment, and also very like a Christian family where God and faith has always been put forward. So it was a type of faith that we don't have money today, but we know we're going to get money tomorrow, and we shouldn't be stressed or like angry about not having today. That was the mentality where I grew up.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like really the faith
Yeah.
that God will provide every day.
Definitely,
Oh,
definitely.
oh, that really gives me a lot of like, insight into, because we will go into that, like all the struggles it takes as a diaspora entrepreneur to start a business and grow a business in Ghana while you're not from Ghana, like heritage-wise also. And also you grew up in the West, in Europe. So we will dive into more of that later. So first I want to know, because in Paris, that was so impressive when I met you in, what was it, 2020? End of 2020,
yes,
we met.
yes.
Also when we were just in Ghana,
yes.
we were both fresh.
Yes, very fresh, very fresh.
So, and then you told me this amazing thing, like, oh, I had this co-working space for Afro diaspora in Paris. I was like, what? Who is this girl? And you were just casually talking about it. Can you talk about like how that was to, how you even happened to set up a co-working space for Afro diaspora in that time? Because still, it's 5 years ago. People weren't doing that much for, the Afro diaspora in that case.
So I'm wide like that, in a way of, if I dream about something, I have to do it. If it doesn't go well, that's okay. If it goes well, thank God. If it doesn't go well, even thank God, but at least I wouldn't have any regrets. So when I had the idea of doing a co-working, before coming back to Paris at that time, I did my last years of my studies, and for that I did my master in the UK, and then after that I went to do my last internship in the US. And I've always been like around. So I grew up in boarding school from 12 to 18. Then after that I've been going to different countries for internships, to work, to do volunteer, and so I've always been like a nomad.
Yeah.
So being a nomad is, you like to be able to also work in an environment where you get inspired, where you can meet people, the importance of community. And everywhere I would go by myself. Which country I've been I was solo, not knowing anyone, no family, not anything.
I relate.
Exactly. So what we do when you're in a space like that, you find places where you can meet people that you feel comfortable with and create like your family. So I was like, I need to create a space like that, like a space where it was not just a co-working space, it was a creative space and a community space. So I was like, in Paris, where I'm from, there's no such a place. And especially for the African diaspora, a place that looks like us, and we're not ashamed to just come as the way we are without feeling that we are getting judged or we have to act a certain way. So that's like our home. So I was like, okay, I want to do this, and I opened that co-artist/creative space. It was called Kazi House.
Okay.
So Kazi in Swahili means work, and house.
Yeah.
So it was, and also in English, Kazi is also a way of saying it's almost. So it was the house of work, but also like almost a house, and it was not excluding anyone, but it was really for the African diaspora to feel like they have a space. And from that, I've hosted like big events in my space, top medias of African descent having their office in my space. So we had private offices, private meeting rooms, private photo studio, a big massive terrace with the view of the Eiffel Tower, and have a open space with like a coffee space.
How big was that?
It was enormous. Like,
how did you get a space like that in Paris? Because people think maybe also if people are watching this and you think, yeah, okay, but you're born in Paris. But the thing is, they will always ask you, as you have experience in your boarding school, where do you come from? Even though you feel, oh, but I'm from Paris. In my case, oh, but I'm from the Netherlands. Like I was born here. Like I'm from here. But what is your heritage? So with that in mind, and even with the older generation who mostly has access to those kind of buildings, how did you even get that?
That's a good question. Before I answer that question, I remember one guy came to one of the events that we had at the space, and the guy said to me, you must be someone's daughter to have this. And I was like,
even if you were like a white French girl, they would even say it because you're also a young woman, huh?
Yes, and I was younger at the time.
Yeah, you were also young at the time.
Yes,
exactly.
So and they were like, I'm sure you have like maybe like a father or uncle somewhere, and I'm like, please, if I have and you can find that person, let me know because I need money.
Great
I need that
answer.
Money. So, as I said, I'm wide. So I had the space in my mind. I have how I wanted it to be. I didn't have the money. And I was like, okay, so let me, in Europe, I guess it's the same in Netherlands, you can go and find some, like, I think it's grants, or like they give you
subsidies,
funds.
The grants, yeah.
And so I pitched my project to different jury panel from like bankers, from like regional like grant, I don't know how to say in English. And I pitched my project. No. I received so many no's. Like, no, we can't invest, we can't put money in your thing. And I was like, why? And it was so hard for me to understand why they didn't want to put money in me. And then at a point, one banker told me it would have been easier for you to just open a hair salon.
Wow.
And I was like,
because they will put you in that stereotype, like, okay, you're a woman with African heritage or a black woman, so you do hair, or you're a nurse, or you clean, but not a co-working space, entrepreneurship, tech, whatever. Oh.
So for them, and that hit me, and I was like, this is how the reality is in France, where we put us in a box. I come from like what we call like underprivileged neighborhood in Paris, and that's how we categorize us as like, okay, if you want to do business, okay, there's small business, maybe like a small restaurant, small hair salon, but a co-working space, no. That's how I felt it at that time. And so here I am with my big project, my big dream, and no one wants to back up financially my project. So what I've done is I raised funds.
Yeah, you raised funds
through my friends and family.
Oh, wow.
So that's how I did. So basically, I asked my friends if they could invest in me, my family, some uncles, some aunties, my mom, my dad, like anything small that they could invest in me. And I guess because of my whole background with studies and everything that I've done, I showed my work ethics. So they all believed in me. Yeah. So my brother, so they all put money inside.
That's amazing.
It was not enough for me to make it the way I wanted, but that was good because I would say something. Sometimes God doesn't allow you to have certain things because He wants you to see what can be done in a better way with so less. And that's exactly what happened. So I had to take a space that was not ideally what I wanted at first. And all the work of like decoration, how I wanted everything, it didn't happen the way I wanted. But it was 10 times more because when I opened that space, for instance, my mom has an accounting firm in France, and most of her clients work in, how you call it, like construction. So because my mom helped them so much, when they heard that her daughter was doing something, one said, okay, for free, I'm going to do the floor. Wow. The other one said, for free, I'm going to all the painting. For free, I'm going to do this and that. So it was, so the space was created by people. And when I opened, people were coming at first, like, oh, okay, I'm going to do the chair. So the chair was like those chairs that they took from like secondhand, and they cover it with African print.
That's
and
cool.
I had my space like that. Then another person will come, this is a flower for Kazi house. I'll have flowers. Oh, another girl will come, oh, this is some painting that I would love to put in your space. This is a amazing girl called Coquelicot, and she does amazing paint work, and she gave us for the space. So people were always coming to the space and were like, oh, I feel so cozy, so at home.
Because it's really with love.
Yes.
Yeah, it's made with love. And also really in the spirit of the community living that we really have in Africa. Like, oh.
So I was like, it has to be like that. I needed to have no, and not have enough money to do the exact thing I wanted to do, because people were supposed to feel at home.
Yes.
And to feel like it's really like a collaborative and community space, because it has been done by people and was not just done by me. So that's basically how I got the space, and how I ended up having the space for 3 years.
Okay.
Before COVID happened, and then I moved to Ghana.
Oh, so COVID basically shut that down, kind of, because I didn't know anymore. Like, how did it end? Like, yeah, what happened?
Yes and no. So this was before COVID.
Yeah.
And we all know that now, being a digital nomad, everyone do remote work.
Yeah.
At that time, before COVID, not that much.
I was also a digital nomad before COVID.
Yes.
I was living in LA. I was living in Curacao. I was all over being a digital nomad.
Exactly. But there were not a lot of us.
No,
exactly.
It was really
especially
not a
the
lot.
like African
No.
descent. No.
Oh,
We
no.
all like job, you go 9 to 5, go to
Yeah.
the office. Exactly. So I was a bit ahead of my time.
Yeah.
So financially, it was hard. That space, I didn't buy the space. I was renting the space.
Yeah.
So whether there's no one or there's people, you still have to pay the
You
rent
have
at
to
the
pay.
end.
Yeah.
So it was really hard financially. And
How much was rent for that space? Like in Paris, we're talking about Paris here, and you have a view of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. I can't even remember how much was it, to be honest. It was expensive.
Yeah.
It was expensive. So at that time, paying the rent all the time was very, very hard. And at the same time, people would come, but in the Francophone African community now, it's changing. People don't spend money on other people. So people will come and like, oh, can I do something in your space for free?
Yeah.
Or this or
It's
that.
not only
or that.
Francophone, it's everywhere. It's
Well,
every
yeah, well. So I can't run a business by for free.
No.
So I had really not a lot of people who really like, I'm coming here and I'm paying. And it was hard to do business in that situation. And I had health issue that starting to come with all of that, because being there and all of that,
Stress.
it was very stressful. And I've also have a certain condition that was aggravating. Sorry for my English.
Yeah, no good.
So when 2019 happened, at the end of 2019, I was a bit really exhausted about everything. Came to Ghana for the year of return, because I was like, let me just have some vacation. And when I came to Ghana, I was like, I need to just come back here, because it was the second time.
Yeah, because you've been to Ghana before with
Yeah,
work,
2016 for work, yes.
Yeah.
So 2019 was just vacation. It was my second time in Ghana. And I was just like, I have to be here. This is where I need to be. But how I'm going to do? I come back to France. COVID happened. And I'm like, this is a sign.
Yeah.
Because now our business has to be shut down. Remember, my place is like a working space where people come and work. Otherwise, I don't make money. So I was like, okay, now I can't open anymore. So this is a sign maybe that I have to close. And at the same time, we put everything digitally. So during COVID, the community was still active. So we're doing like conferences, like some gathering online with people that were coming a lot in the space. We're doing conferences about how to do business in Senegal, how to invest in real estate in Cote d'Ivoire, how to everything always related to Africa and investing or moving, etc. So then, but also the government in France at that time were helping a lot in terms of entrepreneurs. So I received like a lot of help. So that helped me to close my space and close my business without any debt.
Oh, great.
So then that's where I closed at summer 2020. And then when the borders opened, I came to Ghana.
Wow. So that's why you also were, because I was, that time, what a time it was, 2020. Like I had my business, Django, my marketing agency in Curacao at that time, in the Caribbean island. And all my I had saved a lot because I had good clients and like a car company, like Hyundai, to like a tours company, like all types of. And Curacao is an island, it's next to Aruba, and like a lot of people know Aruba. A lot of Americans travel there, but also a lot of Dutch, because Curacao was also a colony of the Netherlands, just like Suriname, where I'm from. So to have, like, it's a tourist island, like everything depends on, like, that was 60-70% of the economy. So that shut down. I had some savings. A friend of mine who I knew, because I also was having that digital nomad lifestyle, who I knew from Amsterdam and from LA, and then I know his sister as well, and he was staying in Ghana. For the year of the return, a lot of people were coming to Ghana, and I was watching, because I have a lot of American friends. So then it also attracted me, like, okay, I really also need to go to Ghana. My grandmother had always said, we have, Ghanaian heritage, so you should go to Ghana in your life. And then that was the only place, because Curaçao was closed, the Netherlands were closed, and then Ghana opened. So October, it was like, I'm going to stay here at least for like 2 months, so that I have like some nice Christmas and, like, year-end celebration, and then I'll go back. But yeah, I didn't go back. so
we all stayed.
Yeah, stayed, and then now I'm back and forth. But still, you stay. And what was it for you that you're like, how did you sustain your lifestyle, your income while coming here? Because that's what a lot of the diaspora have a problem with. You come, you maybe have some savings, and then it's finished, and then you go back, or and then you set up a back and forth or whatever. What did you do to sustain that? Because it's really nice.
Yes. So before coming, so as I said, when COVID happened, beginning of 2019, we're doing digital, we're doing some like webinar, paid webinar. I was also doing still some consultancy online. So
really online?
Yeah, online.
Yeah.
Completely. And at that moment, I knew that I had to, so my 2020 was my year to take money, put it aside for when I moved to Ghana. Because I knew when you come to Ghana, first of all, especially when we arrived, it was like a year rent. You have to pay a year rent and all of that. A
year rent, huh?
Exactly.
People know when you come to Ghana, it's not like the West, not a monthly thing. 1 year, 2 years even up front.
Yes, sometimes.
And that's the rent only. You haven't eaten anything. You haven't paid your lights. No.
So I was like, I need to put money aside. So that's what I was doing my whole 2020 before coming. You came in October, I came in November. 2020.
Oh, so you were a month after, almost, or maybe a couple of weeks. What's the date? Do you remember the date?
Oh, no.
I remember it was 25th of October.
Really?
I remember 2020.
I need to check again, maybe. I'm so bad with dates and numbers and all of that. So I need to check again. But it's November for sure. And so I put money aside for at least 1 year rent. So I know. And then I really came to Ghana. I'm a business entrepreneur in my spirit anyway, so I knew I would do something. But I really came into like, this is a new chapter of my life that I want to do. And right now I don't have a proper plan, but I know I'm going somewhere. So I came in Ghana just to, with the money at least to have 1 year rent. But no work or no work. So that was the line for me. Just trust that I can do something. But also, this is where everything happened for a reason. Me having my co-working space in France made me have a good network. And from that network, when I started to tell people that I'm going to move to Ghana, some people are like, oh, I know someone in Ghana. Oh, da-da-da in Ghana, blah, blah. And so I was like, okay, well, thank you. So maybe connect me with that person or whatever. And I had one friend, he lives in Congo. He works in finance, actually fintech. And he knew, he's a long-time friend that would live in Ghana and has his own business in agriculture and engineering. And it was like, maybe you might need someone to work with, or a consultant or whatever. So when I arrived, few weeks after I met that person, and it was like, okay, that's perfect. I need someone. So I started working with him.
And he was in Congo?
So no. The person in Congo connected me with the person here in Ghana.
In Ghana.
So that was when I arrived in Ghana.
Networking.
It was like, so you're in Ghana now. Let me introduce you to someone. That's where I met that guy. And that's where it was like, actually, I need someone. So I started working with him. So really in Ghana, I came with no promise of job. But as soon as I landed here, I had connection. People put me in connection with people that gave me opportunity. Like the first job that I had in Ghana, so I was working with that guy who had an agricultural company, and we're working with the cocoa board, like in the cocoa industry and everything. So it was very interesting for me because my first time to see the agricultural space in Ghana. And it also helped me a lot even to understand how business is being done here in Ghana, how to interact with people, how networking is very important here in Ghana, how your personal image is very important here in Ghana, so the way people see you, the way you come to people, you talk to people, how you dress, the car you drive, and everything. And I was like, I'm coming from Paris. We don't care at all.
Oh, Europe? Oh, you can walk in your sweatpants outside. People don't
doesn't
really
mean that you are less or better or whatever.
No.
But here, like, to adapt to, and he also taught me something that I always keep today is it's better to have a percentage of something than a percentage of zero. So that was the power of collaborating with other people, that doing business venture with people and stuff like that, and not just being like, I have to do it all on myself and own everything. So that's something that I really took from what he taught me.
Because in our world, in our Western, let's say West Europe world, is really a low, everyone does everything alone, almost. While partnerships also, even there, let companies grow, but it's a mentality. And here it's just, you need to partner with someone, and that's also what just makes you go further ahead in life. But what I want to know, because I have multiple questions.
Yes.
I'm also trying to think ahead for the guests who are watching, because what do you do if you don't have a network coming in here? So, because you say that the network is important, what do you do if you don't have that?
So I would say you have to come first in Ghana, even for vacation, and then be open to meet people, to go to places and create a network.
Because we also mix at a mixer.
Mixer.
And it was a French mixer.
Yes, it was
and I am not even speaking French because I'm trying on Duolingo. But my streak, I had a long streak, and I was distracted in Ghana, so I'm not on Duolingo right now. But I'm trying to learn my French. But I was like, let me just see. Even I thought everyone would probably speak French while I'm in Ghana, but I still am going. And that's how we met, or else we would never meet.
Yes, I was not expecting. I thought you were French. I was like, but no.
No,
okay, so
I just come because it looked like a nice play. And also someone told me that's this with the French francophone countries, and that's really, I was like, I didn't even know there was a whole French community in Ghana, because you don't know that. You just think, okay, they also speak English. A lot of people don't even know that people speak English here. That's even the case. You have people who don't know that. Yes. So if you don't have a network, you go to those mixers, events.
Yeah, you have to create a network. And even again, just coming here on vacation in 2019, I came also in 2016 for work in Ghana, and at that time was my first time ever in Ghana, and I met these amazing people. I met some friends, because I'm a solo girl also, so I like to go out by myself, and when you go out by yourself, especially in Ghana, people that will come to you, so they see this girl alone. What is she doing? So they will come to you.
Gorgeous girl alone. Correction.
So that's how you met also people, and every people that I've met now has been my network, and even me, people that I've met in 2016, we stay in touch a little bit, even if we are far away. When I came back in 2019, saw them again, and then when I'm now moving, it's like, okay, I can put you in contact with that, I can help you with that. So you have to come first, at least, even for a few months or a few weeks, and try to be intentional about going to places and meet people and create a network. Then nurture that network until you want to come and move to Ghana.
So keep contact, even if you are back in your country, keep contact with them, check in on them, WhatsApp, or call them, just to have a little connection.
Exactly. So I would say, even if you don't have a network, be intentional about coming here and create a network, because without network in Ghana,
no.
Yeah.
So I want to know, because you did get a job first here. That's how it went. But some people, they think, oh, I'm going to move to Ghana and then just get a job. But a job is not, you're not getting the same pay back home. The job is actually more of an internship. That's how, because I also had jobs here, also
So
since
you
the
know.
beginning. I know. And it's more to learn how to work with people. Because been through my own journey and the patience that I had to create. So that is more, it's not, oh, I'm going to get a job and then I can take care of myself. That won't happen. I just want to clarify that for people. That won't happen. The pay you will get is not enough.
At all.
It won't sustain you. It's just to get to know how do people work, how do people think, what kind of things you don't know what you don't know. Let me just say it like that. So after that job, like what did you do to?
So I would say, because as you said, for that job, again, it was much more like an internship. The pay was not even 10% of what I used to be paid when I was in France. So the pay was enough to pay my rent. So I could not sustain a lifestyle there. Again, the guy I was working with was amazing. It really helped me a lot.
Like a mentor, actually, through the
Like
culture.
a mentor,
Yeah,
definitely.
you need that.
So despite the fact that it was a very low-paid job, I don't regret working with him. But I knew I wouldn't stay long there because that's not what I do. So quickly after that, I was like, I need to create my own revenue here while I'm in Ghana at the same time. And that's where I started to do crepe. But at that time, if it was even before doing the food truck, me doing the business of crepe was just having me a table, and I would go to some events. I will set up a table with my crepe machine and sell.
And you brought the crepe machine from
France? Yeah, I bought the crepe machine from France. And before that, I went back to France to get trained on how to do the proper crepe. Yes.
And why crepes? Because I love it, but like
why crepe is because it's funny. Everyone that know me know that I love crepes, but I didn't know how to do crepe at all. I wake up at 2 a.m. and do crepes, and I always messed up, but really. So it was just like me doing business in Ghana. I wanted to start with food, like in the food industry, because I felt that's the easiest way to connect with people as well. And which is crepe. Crepe is like an extension of myself. It's Francophone. I'm Francophone, and I'm bringing it to an Anglophone country.
Yeah.
So again, it's an extension of me. And that cultural mix, I wanted to have something that I also love. So that's why I started with crepe, to be honest. And so I did crepe, but also I got I would say, thank God, I've been called while I was in Ghana to work for a fintech company. And the person who called me, so I didn't, I was not looking for the job. The job came to me. And that person, again, that came to me was a client of me when I had my co-working space.
Oh, full circle.
Exactly. So she called me and she was like, yeah, so we are launching a new country, Congo, for our fintech company. And I was thinking about you to launch that country. I saw your work ethic. I know you're from Congo originally. I know that you have the network. We want to do that with you. And I was like, that's amazing, because that's where I was like, I can't continue with the job I have in Ghana. It's not sustainable financially. And the crepe thing is a business. So it's also money that I'm putting when I'm not getting a lot of money out of this. It's much more like, I think, something that is deep in my heart and I want to do, and I believe in it. So when that happened, I was like, wow, this is an answer for me to have that financial stability while I'm in Ghana, and to sustain a lifestyle that I want and that I was looking for when I came to Ghana. So that came within a year of me being, that first year being in Ghana, where I worked first, I studied the crepe, and I got that job.
And that job took you to multiple African countries, right?
Yes.
Like, let's also dive into that a little bit. Like, where did you travel to? Like,
So with that work, when that happened, I'm a remote because I even told them I'm not in France anymore. Is that okay? Oh yeah, sure, you can work remotely. So that's why I was working from Ghana, but for Congolese market. So DRC and Congo Brazzaville, because there are two Congo for people who don't know.
Yeah, the DRC.
So yeah, Congo Kinshasa,
Yeah.
and the Republic of Congo, which is
Okay,
Congo
yeah.
Brazzaville.
Okay.
There are two Congo. So I'm in charge of those two markets. And from that, I have to work. So I'm in charge of growth and launching the market. So I had to meet a lot of people from Congo in different countries. So the diaspora, again, diaspora, working with diaspora. So I travel a lot in Africa, but also outside Africa, to be able to meet the Congolese elsewhere.
And where?
So
I love traveling. I love new countries.
So should we start in Africa first or outside?
Both.
Okay. Well, in the US, of course, Canada, UK, Italy, Germany. There's so many countries.
And the African countries?
African countries. So basically, of course, Congo Brazzaville, RDC. Then it's other countries, but it's much more for other stuff, like Senegal, Mali, Togo, Benin, Senegal. Yeah, c'est Senegal. What else? Côte d'Ivoire, Morocco. Yes, a lot of
You have
countries.
done a lot of. I'm just letting you do this. You know why? Because you're in Ghana.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people also from here, born here, raised here, and I know it's not easy. Like it's not. Of course, we come with a certain privilege, also being in Europe. But at the same time, there's a lot of people in Europe who don't have the means to travel, who to come here or to go to the US or whatever. It's also resourcefulness, finding ways and means to make something out of nothing, to show up, to even talk to someone. It's that, and then on that you can build, and that you can also do from here. And maybe some people really have a standard of living that you think like, how will I eat, or I don't even eat the whole day, or it's real. And still you are in a place where so many international people are coming right now to Ghana, so you have the opportunity to mingle with a lot of people. It's not even about international people, but also a lot of people in Ghana who are doing well, who are from here, and just build and grow with them. There's so much opportunity. That's why I let you call out all those countries, because out of all the countries that you could have settled down or go to Congo back, you are in Ghana, right?
Yes.
What is it about Ghana?
I think my first time in Ghana, so it was in 2016, and at that time I did my last internship in the US for my studies, and then the company I was working with wanted me to stay in the US, but I said I really want to work from Africa. So they sent me.
So you said no to the US?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, even in the Netherlands, I sometimes felt, because you've lived in the US and now you are in Ghana. Like people act like there is like, even the people from here.
Yeah.
Can we get rid of that, please? So why did you say no to the US, and what is the motivation? Is it a feeling? Was it?
So as I said earlier, who I am shaped. I'm coming from somewhere, and that shaped who I am today.
Yeah.
So I was saying earlier that I understand my identity. And when I understand my identity, where I'm coming from, I know that I have a link with that, which is my identity coming from Africa. And I know that I know it sounds so cliche, but that mission, not to save Africa, I'm not saying that at all. The mission of working toward and for where I'm coming from.
Amazing, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
So I knew for a fact that my life, I would end it somewhere in Africa. I know my background from Congo. I have different backgrounds as well. But still, I'm Pan-African in my heart. I grew up, before I even had been to Congo for the first time, the first African country I've been was Senegal.
For me too.
There you go.
That is weird.
Senegal.
So, Senegal was my
Yeah,
first, and
you
I
too?
didn't even speak French. You can imagine. For me, it was so hard.
Why did you go to Senegal?
Because I was a dancer. Like I danced hip hop
yeah,
and street dance and a
true.
very high level.
Yeah.
Like I performed with Sean Paul and stuff. And
Ooh.
then I went on to do instead of street dance and hip hop, I went on to do African dance. Like and I got into contact with this lady, a Dutch lady. She was an anthropologist. Sophie, her name pops in my head, and she was doing sabar dance, because she was studying how the culture, because it's mostly Muslim
Yes.
nation, but then sabar is very like, I don't know,
Yeah.
sensual.
Yes.
So that was so interesting. And then she gave this dance class in Amsterdam. I just went to them because I saw it online. I don't know, I saw it somewhere. I think Facebook was new back then. I went, and it was so nice. And it was actually the first time that I went to dance classes with, the whole class was white. They were doing the African dance were white, and I was the only. While I was used to being in the hip hop community with everyone that
black,
looks like me,
yeah.
you know? So that was already in my own country, an out of comfort zone experience. And then we were invited by Yusundur and Ferrier,
Ooh,
famous,
yes, of course.
because he was friends with him, because she danced in one of his video clips or something even. And then to come to Senegal, and also we would do some kind of competition.
Okay.
And then they had paid for our tickets already to come, so we went. But then the competition didn't go through, and then she was even like, we're in Africa, that can happen, you know, they pay for our tickets, we are here, but it's not happening. I was like, what is happening here? Because I'm from Suriname, from the Caribbean, but it's different. It's different. So that was my experience. I was only speaking Dutch and English and Surinamese, but I couldn't even like really communicate, because they speak Wolof and French. So for me, it was a whole new world, and that's my first African experience.
Okay.
I was really young. Yeah, it's so weird.
Senegal is amazing.
It's
beautiful. It's my country of heart.
And the food.
Please, let's not talk about the food.
The food. Oh my God! I got such a big plate of. It was rice, and then with olives in it, and every time like a whole cup. And I didn't like olives before.
That must be cheb. Which is a jollof here, but that's the ancestry of
this
jollof.
the real jollof, honestly,
Yeah.
because we have in Suriname we have nasi. That's also like a jollof, but then we make it with more of the Asian, because we have a lot of mix in Suriname. We're actually a multicultural country, so we do it with the Asian ketchup basically, but it's also a type of jollof actually. But the jollof in Senegal,
Senegal.
Never will forget that.
I love Senegal, and I have a special connection with Senegal until today. So it was my first country going before even Congo. And also Senegal. The first time I went to Senegal, again, was for business. I was 17, 18, and I wanted to do a clothing brand, but made in Africa.
Wow.
So I went with my best friend.
And you were 17?
Yes. I went with my best friend. The two of us, she's from Morocco originally. Me, I'm from Congo originally. But we were all born and raised in France. And we go to Senegal that we don't know anything about it. And we go because we want to see some tailors, because we want to do a brand.
I had my first custom-made thing in Senegal.
Exactly, because in France, the best tailors were Senegalese. So for us, it was like, it makes sense for us to go to Senegal.
Yeah.
So that's where we've been to Senegal. So so Senegal, before even Congo, I went to Mali as well, because I grew up with Malians. My best friend, she's from Mali originally, and Mauritania. So I would go with her and to her family. So I don't even know why I was saying that. What was the first question?
Oh my God. No, I don't even. It's fine.
But I done these countries. I don't remember why.
No, the question was actually like, why Ghana? Like, out of all of the countries,
Yes, so...
is it just, would you be able to name it like in 3 sentences, like, or 3 words maybe?
Why Ghana?
Yeah.
When I came to Ghana the first time, freedom.
Freedom?
That's what I felt. It's weird to say that, but I felt free.
Yeah.
Where I haven't felt that free in other countries that I visited.
Okay.
I felt like I could just be myself. And
the second one?
And the second one, I would say, the Pan-African spirit. As I say, I'm Pan-African at heart. So the whole Kwame Nkrumah spirit. You can feel it here. Where even going to street, that there's a street called Kinshasa, one Lagos Avenue, one Kigali Avenue, and I'm like, Accra really embrace Africa
as a whole,
as a whole, and like African descent, and that spirit, I love it. I felt like it was me. So that's the two. And the third, definitely how welcoming Ghanaians were when I arrived in Ghana. Like how
even the immigration.
The
difference with the US. What are you doing here?
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
Yes.
You've been here already 3 times this year. Like
no smile, nothing.
Oh my God. I'm like, I also I do this. I'm an author. You have to how do you say, justify your existence.
Yeah.
And you come to Ghana, you're a human.
Yeah.
You're just human.
And you are who you are.
Who you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That's what I love.
That is Ghana. So we came back to Hey Gold Circle fam. So sorry to interrupt, but just to let you know, hit the subscribe button so that you're the first one to be notified when a new episode airs. Also, leave some comments. Let us know what your questions are, your updates about your entrepreneurship journey, whatever. Like it, share it with others, become a part of the family, the Gold Circle family. Thank you again. Let's continue. So no worries. So let's get into because you now have this amazing crepe. So the crepes are so nice, by the way. So nice, because I remember the first time I came and saw you making the crepes at the other house, and you had these the food truck you told me that you had, and we were doing tastings, we were doing game. It was so nice, such a nice night. But now that I went to the store and see that all come to fruition in 2 years or 3, that is insane. But tell me, what piece of advice could you give diaspora entrepreneurs? I'm saying entrepreneurs because you better come with your entrepreneurial spirit to come to Ghana to start a business. What is the main advice you would give them?
So first advice, as we said before, network. You have to have network. At least I'm not saying network to necessarily start a business, but network to understand how things go here. Network with people who have done businesses or who are entrepreneurs, so you can hear their story as well. Because by hearing their story, you can pick some stuff and be like, okay, I have to make sure I don't do the same mistake, or I have to make sure that I'm surrounded by the right people and all of that. So network, that's the first advice. Second advice is patience. I would say patience, but in the way of things will, as an entrepreneur anyway, you have to have patience. Everything will happen with you didn't plan it, because especially here in Africa as a whole, a lot of things can happen. So patience, and when people tell you to be careful, listen. Listen to people. I'm a very stubborn person. I'm the type of person who's like, there's fire here. Really? Let me check if there's fire. And I put my hand. So I got burned a lot in Ghana. I have a lot of bruises because I didn't listen to people, because I was like, no, with me, I know myself, it will better.
What is one of those bruises, one of those burns?
To not trust anyone. Really, to not trust anyone. And I was just in my bubble, coming from France, and I'm like, you can do that? Do it.
And I saw that. Now I see the trust. Because you have a camera, right, in your crepe store, which you just showed me. Yes. So a live feed. You see your worker making the crepe. You see the customers coming in. And you even told me that you can talk to them.
Yes.
So what happened with your employee?
So this all play right now?
Yeah, with the camera.
Yeah. So so don't trust anyone.
So you have cameras in your store?
I have camera in my store, definitely. They know, of course. My employee knows that I have camera, and I've become obsessed with my phone by watching them.
Wow.
So, I was being some places, I'm watching. And then if I saw something that is not, I put the speaker on and I say, hey, so I can talk. And one of my employees, she didn't know that you could speak through a camera. So I was like, her name is Esther. I was like, Esther. And she was like, and I said, Esther, it's me.
What kind of ghost? Oh my God, that's scary.
Silly. It's not much more that I don't trust them. Also, it's about trust for sure, because you should not trust anyone. But it also, I'm learning something right now. I'm going through a transition where I used to be that person that I want to do everything by my own.
Yeah, everything yourself, yeah.
I can do this, I can do that, I have to be the cleaner, the cashier, the one doing the crepe and everything. Nobody can do it better than me. And now with that business, I learned on how to delegate really, and to let people take responsibility, and to let people show me that they can do it. So right now we're even doing that podcast while my store is open. But I'm like, before
you, it would never I wouldn't even reach you,
no,
Falone.
No, I'll be like,
last year that I was here, I didn't see you. I was like, Falone, I just saw you once or something.
Yes, I'll be like, I don't have time. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But now I'm learning on how to step back, because really, what type of businesswoman I want to be? I want to be that type of businesswoman who sets a vision, mission, builds something, and people are here to fulfill it. So I don't have to do everything. I don't have to be the operational and the vision and the mission and everything.
And you're providing a job.
And
jobs for Ghanaians.
Exactly.
You're helping like with economic empowerment. You're doing like what as a Pan-African you're supposed to do. Like you come here and you build it with a vision. And you said something when I came to the opening, right? And you said something like you saw something online on TikTok about a girl who was like, why is everyone talking about opening business in? It's not in a way like you're not better than anyone. It's just the structure here is so different. There is no social welfare system. Like if you you cannot go on sick leave and still be paid. Like those things don't exist. And the thing is, when you are in Europe, everything is kind of arranged in a way. And here there is still a lot of development to do, meaning, oh, this is already done. Like you cannot even, a simple example, I just want to say an example of mine as well. I was doing this business competition back in the day when I was studying to start like this like wellness center. It was like a sports center, but not with the weights, only with like calisthenics, like those things that you push up yourself. Actually, a CrossFit. Okay. What now is everyone has.
Yeah.
And this was 15 years ago or something. That was my business idea, which one of the judges, who was a government person, said that it was a too ambitious idea, and it was in front of a whole room of a lot of people because it was a big business competition that I was doing. So those kind of things, and then you see it happen, then it's there. And then maybe here that same idea is not fully developed yet here. Like, okay, there are gyms here, of course. There's a lot here. People also think sometimes there's a lot. You can go to your massage, you can go to your big ass supermarkets, you can, but some type of business ideas, like some implementations are not here yet. If you can do that, even in the food business, like there are no thin, like I saw they have, I think the thicker one, the ones that we have in the Netherlands. They even have that one. So you bring your culture basically from France here. That is new. Yeah. And you have francophone people living here. So you're providing a solution for maybe a need that, I cannot eat my crepes here. I would love to see more, like I'm Dutch Surinamese. I would love to see more, like Fernandez is this drink that we drink in Suriname. Okay. And when I was pregnant here, suddenly I was craving all the things that I wasn't even drinking when I'm in the Netherlands or in Suriname. Like it's too much sugar, but I wanted it. I had to roam, and I found this store. I don't know if it's still there in Legon University. There was a Dutch Ghanaian woman who set up a store with the fries, like how they do it in the Netherlands with a peanut sauce. In the Netherlands, we eat fries with peanut sauce. I know for Americans or whoever watches this is crazy, but Dutch people know. And then she had the Fernandez because she mingles in the Netherlands. All Afro also mingle with each other. Suriname, like the Caribbean with Africans, like we are all together. So she brought that, and I drank it there. And I was so happy because I almost asked my mother to send me a crate of those cans with DHL to Ghana because I just needed it. Like those things, and more Surinamese people even are gonna live here. So I know like Surinamese people who are watching these, or Dutch Surinamese, set up a business with, I don't know, rotis or like those things that we eat or drink. That is a business. So there's so much to do, and people can work in the store, and you provide jobs. You're doing amazing.
And just to jump on this one, when the person is saying why you do business and everything, and it was much more like, oh, people just want to do business and take out that privilege of like doing business and then having a certain lifestyle. But and again, I'm not saying that we came in, you come set up a business in Ghana and you're a saver. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying with what we have that privilege to have a certain amount of money, or being able to see things where maybe other people won't see it. There is opportunity here, but when you're so much into that environment, sometimes you don't see it.
You don't see it.
So
No.
you tapping into it and providing jobs for others, that's an impact. It's not saving lives, I don't know, but it's an impact. And why not doing that?
Yeah.
So I just feel like people don't understand that doing business is not just a flex. It's really, if it was a flex, Jesus, the way we are suffering.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not a flex, and it's a
So-
lot of work. Because even I just want to know, like, when were there moments? Because you're saying it even right now, but that you really doubted yourself, that you were like, I'm gonna pack my bags and go back to France. I'm done.
there was one particular moment where it was when I had my food truck, and I had to do Afro Future festival. So it was my first time. So the food truck, I built it from scratch. So I went to see some artisan, and they've never done it before. And I said, this is what I want to do. Let's create it, because it was not a food truck, it was a trailer that you can like tour. That's how you say it? Yeah. So we built it from scratch. And those artisans, they knew that I was a foreigner. At a point, they decided to play with me. Like, oh, you need to add more. We're not going to give you. We're not finishing. While we already at the beginning had an invoice set up, paid the money. Now they're asking more money, more money.
Yeah.
And they were like, is it extortion? Extortion in English. All of that. And the day before, literally the day before Afro Future, the first day, they were telling me, we're not going to give you your trader if you're not giving us that amount of money. I even forgot.
Wow.
And I was so stressed. At that time, my mom and my sister, they came, and my mom saw that what everything was happening. And she said, Falone, it's not by force. You have a house in France. Come back. You don't have to stay here and suffer. And I was like, no, Mom, I know why I came here, and I will not let anyone make me abandon my dream and my mission until I'm myself on the ground and cannot. But at that time, when my mom said that, I was like, maybe I should just go. But then I was like, no. There's something in me that made me come here. And until I fulfill that mission, I will not go, no matter what happened. So that was the first time. Second time it's just a lot. I'm as you said, a woman. I'm not Ghanaian. English is not even my first language. So you can see the way I speak English.
It's good.
So it's French, my first language. So people can hear my accent. Then again, I don't speak the local language. I don't know all the things, like the how you call it, the thing that we should not do, what we should do.
The culture, like
the culture,
cultural,
exactly.
yeah.
And I'm here doing all by myself. So people take advantage of that. And it was just too much. I'm like, in every situation, I'm just working my ass off. I'm just putting my own money. Nobody is giving me money. I'm doing all by myself. I'm a big sister of so many brothers and sisters that I also try to help back home in France. And people want to just put me down in different ways, business-wise, emotionally-wise, friendship-wise, all of that. And I was just like, maybe I should just go. It's too much. But that thing in me made me realize that I'm stronger. And really, I'm saying that again, but through God. But really, like, the way God has shown up in my life, And the way I know that those people who are been trying to put me down and they see that I'm always standing, they are mad. They're like, how come? Because even my family is like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you staying like that? Just come back to France. And I'm like, no. I have something to do. I will do it. And I will show myself that I can do it. And I will show them that I can do it.
And God entrusted you with that vision, so
Yeah.
no one else will understand. It's for you. And that is, it's beautiful. So just beautiful. So to round it up, because what is like a golden nugget, I always ask, a golden nugget, a core belief, something that you live by that has really kept you going and still keeps you going. I'm really looking forward what you're going to do here on this continent.
Yeah, because there's a lot. So it's
It's
coming.
a lot. I know, this is just the start. People think,
just the
wow,
beginning.
she already achieved the... No, this is the start.
This
I know.
is the start.
So tell me, what is that core belief that really...
Again, I will say it again, faith. And so I know it sounds like this, but it's faith. Faith will make you continue even when you are surrounded by fire.
Wow.
And that faith is, surround yourself with people who have faith as well. Because sometimes you can be in certain moment where your faith go down, and that's fine. We are human. But if you have people around you that have faith, that will strengthen you in your faith.
Yes.
So, and I have those people. My parents are so faith oriented. Faithful, that's what you
Yeah,
say?
faithful. Yeah. Or faith... Yeah, I don't know.
how to say in English. So,
We're both English is not our first language.
yes,
Hè?
exactly. You
Ik
too.
spreek
indeed.
Nederlands. You speak French.
French.
Speak a bit of French for them.
Wait.
What would you say?
La
How would you
foi.
say? Yeah?
That's how we say faith. La foi.
La foi.
La foi.
Okay.
So it's everyone around me, my family especially, very faith. So even sometimes I'm here in my house and I'm alone crying and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted emotionally, physically, everything. And they're like, if God opened a door for you, that means he has the provision that will give you. So don't think too much. For instance, I opened at ANC and right now I'm scared. At some point I'm like, I'm really doing this. Now it's not just a food truck doing events, festival. This is
It's
something
a real
open every day. It's a real
and
business.
7 days a week.
Exactly.
Open every day. Yeah.
And it's like, a lot of things. But again, if God allow me to be in that space, that means that he will help me to stay in that space.
Yeah.
And it will go somewhere. And that's my, how you call it, golden nugget?
Yeah. Golden nugget.
That's my golden nugget.
For the
faith.
gold circle. Hey, thank you so
Exactly.
much for being on this podcast. Where can they find you? Like Instagram handle, something?
So on Instagram, Fall Aspire. So
Yes.
Fall_Aspire.
Yes.
ASPIRE.
And your company as well?
And my company, definitely. So on Instagram, La French Accra. So
Yeah.
La French,
Yeah.
LAFRENCH, Accra.
Yeah.
So that's for the crepe, which calls La French Crêpe. And that's it, basically. All the stuff, just keep that, and then you
And
will
come
see
to
what's
ANC
come.
Mall.
And definitely come.
Up
This is
there
the
in Jungle Food Avenue. it's called?
Jungle Food Avenue
Avenue.
Court. That's the new food court that has opened at ANC Mall. So inside, and it's on top of Max Mart. There's a lot of food, amazing food there,
Yeah.
and we all do different stuff. So it's a really nice place, and there's a bar as well, so you can come and eat the crepe. It's the best crepe I have. to
It's
say.
really the
Best
best because
crepe
I
ever.
wanted to go. Yesterday I was so mad. I wanted to go and then we had eaten somewhere else and that it didn't work out, but I'm going today.
Yes, you have to.
Again.
People, right now we already have some regulars. We've been open for a week.
It's
We
really
should-
good. It's
we have
really
regulars.
good.
And we have people telling us that thank you for doing that. I'm like, what?
It's really
Thank
no,
you
because the
so
first time
much.
I tasted it was okay, but I
Yeah.
was also pregnant at that
Yeah,
time, so maybe
yeah.
my taste was also
Yeah.
off. I don't know, but this is delicious.
Oh,
Like
thank you. And coming from you again, as you said, we met a long time. When we arrived, we were fresh. I invited you in my house when I did the tasting. That was 3
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
I did the tasting, and now you see.
and my baby
And your
girl
baby-
even
yes,
tasted it
'cause
at
at that
3 year
time the
old.
baby was in your- yeah.
And now she was tasting it and she
Yes.
was eating it and enjoying.
It's so, and even for me, thank you for. I don't really like talking on podcasts and everything, but I came here because I'm gonna feel emotional. I'm so sorry, but
No worries, I'm
because
holding you.
when we met, it was really like like a direct bond.
Yeah.
And I saw your everything, your growth. You saw my everything, my growth from coming fresh to Ghana, and here you coming fresh to Ghana, now being a mom,
Yes.
a creative and business like person,
Yeah.
and doing that podcast. So I could not say no to come here because that makes sense. Again, that's a full circle,
Yes.
and there's more years to come,
Yes.
and more things to happen. And now, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for supporting me.
Yes.
At my opening, you are my first client.
Was I the first one?
You were the first
oh
client.
God, I get goosebumps now.
Yeah, you were the first client, and I posted on my Instagram on my stories, and I said this is my first client, and she was also there 3 years ago to test my first testing crepe that I've done
I didn't even read
house.
the caption. I just reposted it, but I didn't read. Oh,
so it was so thank you, and I'm really happy to be here, and I can't wait to see how that podcast will go and where we're going, because I know here you have two amazing women, so
thank you so much for being on and to be so open.
Thank you.
We did it.